A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development regarding the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, the United States has reportedly drafted a new 28-point framework aimed at bringing an end to the war. This proposal, however, has raised concerns among Ukrainian officials as it closely mirrors demands made by Russia. Sources familiar with the discussions indicate that the framework was developed in consultation with Russian officials, leading to fears that it may be heavily biased in favor of Moscow. The proposal is said to involve Ukraine ceding control of key territories, particularly in the eastern region of Donbass, and significantly reducing the size of its armed forces. This would represent a major setback for Ukraine, particularly as it faces continued territorial losses and has been urgently seeking increased military support from its allies. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has been informed that he must consider accepting the U.S. drafted plan, which has been described as very comfortable for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Reports from the Financial Times suggest that the proposal includes not only territorial concessions, but also a reduction in the types of weaponry that Ukraine is allowed to maintain. In addition, it stipulates that Russian would be recognized as an official state language in Ukraine, alongside granting official status to the Ukrainian division of the Russian Orthodox Church. This aspect of the proposal has been particularly contentious, as it touches on issues of national identity and sovereignty. The timing of this proposal coincides with a scheduled meeting between Zelensky and U.S. military officials in Kyiv, raising questions about the direction of U.S. support for Ukraine. While Zelensky has called for strong American leadership to help bring about a resolution to the conflict, the details of the proposed framework have reportedly left him and his advisors feeling discontented. The president has emphasized the importance of coordination with all partners and the necessity of maintaining effective American leadership in order to achieve a lasting peace. In response to the reports of the U.S. proposal, Russian officials have denied that any new peace plan exists, with Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova stating that while Moscow is aware of various media narratives, any discussions should be based on official communications rather than speculation. This statement underscores the ongoing complexities of diplomatic negotiations, particularly given that no direct talks have occurred between Kyiv and Moscow since July. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground remains dire. Recent missile and drone strikes by Russia have resulted in significant casualties, with reports indicating that at least 25 people were killed in Ternopil, including children. The scale of the attacks highlights the urgent need for a resolution to the conflict, yet the proposed framework has been met with skepticism from Ukrainian officials who view it as a non-starter without substantial revisions. As the conflict continues, the implications of the U.S. proposal are profound. Should Ukraine be forced to accept terms that compromise its territorial integrity and military capabilities, it could set a troubling precedent for future negotiations and the balance of power in the region. Observers are closely watching the developments as Zelensky prepares to engage with U.S. officials and discuss the way forward amidst a backdrop of increasing violence and geopolitical tension. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.